let's just get for real for a minute. When we're and I want to be clear because there are a lot of articles and a lot of media reports out and a lot of people that try to make it seem as if I do not love my son or that I am against the LGBTQ community. I am not against the LGBTQ community. I have plenty of friends. I'm sure you all know Kellen Derrick. Ask Kellen Derrick who helped him start his business in his basement in his kitchen. That was me. I got plenty of friends in the community. A lot of people try to compare my son to Shauna. When I met Shauna told me her name was Shauna. I ain't never been in Shauna pants. Shauna is my friend. Shauna is not my son. What Shauna does not impact my life. I am a mother. If there is a disorder or if there is whatever it is that my son wants to identify with that leads him to believe that he is a woman, and if that process is going to lead to dismemberment or castration, as a mother, I have a right to protect my lifeline and my bloodline. Now, you can roll your eyes in the back of your head all you want, but I have the right
I'm not rolling
to protect I'm not talking to you two, sir. I'm talking to Miss Blue over here. I wasn't rolling eyes at all. As a mother, I don't have to agree, but it's not hate. It's not, and you also have to understand.
This is what
you also have to understand.
Wait, but this is what your child said about your relationship with the gay community, because they did say exactly what you just said. So I want to make sure to validate what you said. But this is what JB said on the show about your relationship.
I saw it.
Y'all want to hear something crazy? Angela actually has a lot of gay and trans friends. Believe it or not. Angela has a lot of gay and trans friends. She has a lot of gay and trans friends. She just did an interview the other day with Shauna Brooks. Do you guys know who Shauna is?
Yes. Yeah.
Trans girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So trans girl, she respects her pronouns. She respects.
Oh, get out of here! Are you serious?
Yeah. She respects her pronouns. She used to do.
She responds to Shauna as a she.
Yes.
So my question is, why would you do that with Shauna but not your own child? Is it because
I did not give birth to Shauna? I didn't give birth to Shauna. You can't compare Shauna to my son. Shauna didn't come out my body. I didn't raise Shauna. I knew my son had a penis before he did. What you all are asking me to do as a mother, you're asking me to lie to myself about who I know my son is. Now, he's beautiful. He has an awesome personality. He's intelligent. I love him. I just do not agree with the confusion. Again, I'm his mother. Now, you all don't have to agree with me, but that's my child. Did your mother agree with everything y'all did?
I know Damage has a question, and I want to be clear, Angela. I don't want to fight with you. I'm not here to force you to understand or believe anything. What I'm trying to do, and so if I can just ask if we can try to all bring it down a little bit so we can get to a place where we can both talk and hear each other, right? I'm not going to attack you for being a gay man who believes that anybody who identifies however they identify should be respected as such, because that's what I believe. Now, I want to get to the heart of what the reason is why you refuse to accept your child's pronouns. Hold on. And I'm trying to understand, is it because you're a mother who's trying to hold on to the identity they want for their child and not embrace who they see themselves to be? Is it ignorance? Is it just what? I don't know what it is. That's why we're here to have this conversation.
I'm a mother that knows exactly what she gave birth to. I gave birth to a man child. If my man child decides, right, and we can talk about science, because I know girlfriend got a hell of a degree over there. We can talk about science and we can talk about what's facts. And what's facts is, even once you go all the way through with the transition, because I do have plenty of friends that are in the movement, you still have that realization that you are not a biological female. So as a parent, what I'm saying is, son, hold on. Just like you said, Jason, you said when you was younger, you had been with women, like you gave yourself time to figure out what it was that you wanted. My son is only 19 years old. If you decide to make this decision, this is not the time. You are too young. I don't think that he has lived long enough to make this type of life-changing decision. And as a mother, I have the right to say, son, I love you, but no, I don't agree with this lifestyle. Son, yes, I accept you, absolutely, Javian, but I don't accept Boom Quisha. Maybe I don't like Boom Quisha. Maybe she got a nasty attitude. Maybe she disrespectful. But which you all don't have the right to do.
My family stayed out of my business during my experience, though, in my journey. That was the difference. My family didn't interject or disrespect my choices. They supported me. They asked people in the family to stay out of my business. They allowed me to grow into who I am, and still to this day support me. They have never disrespected my choices of sexuality.
Because your family was like that, is our family supposed to be like that? So because your mother didn't care whether or not you would castrate yourself, does that mean I'm not supposed to care about my son dismembering his body?
My mother wasn't in prison like you. She was on drugs, so she was imprisoned by drugs. So both of you had your own challenges.
Yeah, I never smoked crack,
but I'm sure.
Yeah, I got money.
My mother smoked crack. My mother smoked crack. My mother did heroin. She did all that, but she also birthed me, and she birthed me and brought me into a world that allowed me to figure out who I was. And I'm not saying that you're a good mother or a bad mother, because I'm not here to cast judgment on you. I've never cast a judgment on any guest that's been on the show. What I'm trying to understand is your child does not identify as Bonquisha. Your daughter has said, call me JB's. I am she. And so
I said, because I gave him his name, right? Me and his father picked his name out, spelled it, filled out the birth certificate. Because we gave him his name, we have the right to call him by that name. Now, are you saying as a mother that I don't have the right to call my son by the name that I gave him at birth? It ain't been no name change, and it ain't been no transition. So why are you all asking me to respect something that's not even real? It doesn't exist.
My answer to that is yes. If your child wants to be called what she wants to be called, you should honor that. Yes, absolutely.
Well, if your mother want to be called a dumb crackhead, is that what you gonna call her? I'm just asking.
Wait. My mother is
asking.
Wait.
You brought her up. I don't know. I don't have to call my son what he wants me to call him just because he asked me to.
I'm gonna give you your answer, but see, the problem is you want to come into this show the way you do your Instagram, and this ain't your house. You're a guest, and I don't know how people come into your house.
I don't have to be a guest. I don't have to be a guest.
You don't have to be, but you can't. You don't have to be. This is not a zoo. This is not a zoo. This is not a zoo or a zoo. So all the animal.
So when you throw shots, be prepared to receive them back.
If I was throwing a shot,
they're not hitting though.
Because although you called my mother a put us all.
I didn't call her. I said if she wanted to be called.
A dirty crackhead. But see, the way your behavior is, even in my mother's darkest days, she didn't act like you. You came on this show.
Listen, I ain't never smoked crack or heroin either, and that's probably why I know my son is a man and not a woman.
You know what?
So
but
you ain't your show.
You're smoking crack. No, that's okay. And you know what? You and your homosexual, whatever issues you got, because you probably ate some at some point in prison, and it got you up. And you know what? You are the most ignorant piece of person I've had on this show. And if you can figure out how to clock the out like you did mentally when it came to your own child, you can go ahead and go. And by the way, ma'am, you spit a transsexual child out your. Wait, turn her mic on. Is her mic off?
And she's amazing. Her daughter is amazing too. Your child is amazing in spite of you.
Okay, well, while you're still here with your bad makeup and your bad eyelashes, let me go ahead and tell you something. Your daughter's prettier than you. Your daughter put on better makeup than you, and your daughter's probably getting the that you ain't having. That's why you're such a mean-spirited, evil bitch. Click her out this camera.